This is the timing valve cover tool set for Volvo XC90. This kit also works for many Volvos. There's two different versions, late style or early style. Mine's a 2004, and I will be using this, and these for the valve cover. And you will see in the video coming along. We are working on a 2004 Volvo XC90. They call it the T-6 engine. Mine has variable timing on both camshafts, as you can see. I'm doing this video because there's not much about this engine specific, but it's basically like any other Volvo engine pretty much. What we are doing here is we are installing a new engine, and we are getting ready to do the timing. The timing is very crucial. Right now I have it on top dead center, and I've moved it back a couple of degrees to keep the cylinders all open, so when you're moving the pistons from the top dead center, so that we do not damage any valves if you have to move the camshafts. The camshafts, very important here. As you can see, they are offset slot in here. For the intake side, the offset is above. For the exhaust, the offset is below. So we have a special tool that we're going to lock up the camshafts for the timing.
Did you need something, Errol?
As I'm installing the special tool for lining up the camshafts, because the camshafts have to be locked down in order to do the timing correctly, because the camshaft gears spin on the camshafts. So as you can see, we'll get it into position. I'm doing this one-handed. Usually you want to do it with two hands, but I'm doing a demonstration. So you get them all ready. These two need to be lined up first. What you do is get them together really close, like I have here. Dang it. Now you just snug these up until they just stop out on the tool. They make it loose, so it's loose. So now when you put this bolt in here, this bolt will pull the cams tight together, so you can't get it off. You just turn it, and it will turn the camshaft because it's loose, and it makes it solid. Now they are all set. Now you can set the timing once the camshafts are locked down. So now the next step is we're going to go and put the timing belt on, which is tricky in itself. Anyway, here we go. Alright, now we're going to get ready to do the timing belt. As you can see, we have already marked it, and we got the crank top dead center, which it doesn't act like it's really on top dead center, but this is how you set it up. You get the first mark. There is a special tool that you can put in this plug hole right by the starter that locks the crank. You rotate it clockwise, counterclockwise, and it will come up against the pin, and it will stop the engine and hold it right there. And you do that before you do the camshafts. Now it puts it in a neutral stage, which I have already showed you how we did the camshafts with the tool. So anyway, now we're going to get ready to install the belt. This is a double variable timing on this engine. As you can see, I've got everything marked here. Now, before anything, the cams now are locked in position. As you can see, they move back and forth. Now, both of these do the same thing. What you've got to do is loosen these bolts here, which loosens the cam gear, which it will rotate anywhere on the camshaft. It does not have a dowel or a pin or anything. That's why you lock the camshafts. So you've got to loosen this up and clock it, you know, left or right, which way you need to move your mark. But it has to be loaded forward position, and it must line up with the mark, which is right here. I've already redone this. It takes 2 or 3 times, 4 times, whatever it takes to get it where you need it to go. And do the same thing here. As you can see, they move. So you will need to load it all the way forward, and you can see my marks here that it's lined up. So it's all the way forward, it's lined up with the timing marks. So you must do that, and the crank must be in this position here. As you can see, I've painted a yellow line on here so you can see that. After you get this accomplished, when you get it in the right place, you hit it, and it's like 4 Newton meters. So everything is forward. From that point on, it's all about putting the belt on. Okay. Turn the tensioner to tighten your belt. For some reason it's off up here. I don't know why. There we go, we finally got it to pull in. You must start down here at the crank first. I stick a screwdriver in here to hold the belt. Then you go up here, pull this forward, lock it in forward, get your belt on. Come over here, same thing. This has got to be forward. We'll put the belt on here. It's going to be a tight fit. Go to the water pump next, then the tensioner. Now it's pretty much timed where it's supposed to be. Now we need to adjust this. As you can see, they have a setting where to set this at for different temperatures. So whatever the temperature is, you need to set this. So you must find out on Mitchell, which I guess I better find out what that is. Here's the diagram of the settings for the temperature of the timing adjustment belt, or idler pulley, whatever you want to call it, tensioner. Well, here today it's over 72 degrees, so we know we have to tighten this to the 120 degree temperature setting. So as you can see, my mark is going to be set right there, maxed out, and we're going to tighten her up. What the heck? How's that going to stay there? Title run. That don't make no sense. The final operation, rotate the engine. So I'll come down here, watch the camshafts. Make sure you get your engine rotated. Make sure that nothing is hitting. This is like my 5th rotation. I do them several times. Make sure I'm where I'm at. I'm gonna go around one more time. It's 180 out. As we come around, we will mark her up now. As you can see, marks are close now. Come down here. And we are on time. We're all good. So now we can seal this engine up and get her installed.